Okay, so we're going to look at the volume of a cone and volume of a sphere. Now in GCSE you are given these formulas on the inside page of the exam book. So for the volume of a cone we need to know the radius, which is the length from the centre to the edge of the floor of the cone, and the height. Now the height is the perpendicular height, that's that height coming up from the centre. Sometimes the height is shown on the outside like that, but it must never be confused with the slope, and usually you're not given the slope height to confuse you. So if you're told what h is, if you're told that say h is 10 and r is say 5, then you can just simply work this out. You'll need a calculator, but it's 1/3 times pi times 5 squared times 10. So you're using algebraic substitution here. So I'll now get the calculator, drop it underneath the webcam, and then show you how to do that. So I'm just getting the calculator now. Okay. Now it's my webcam's a little bit high, so I'm going to take it low rather. I'll take it back up a bit. You can see what's going on. So, okay. So we're doing 1/3. Adjust it again, please. I need to be able to see the entire calculator so you can see how I do the calculations. Okay, so a bit more. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Okay, right, there we are. So clear this. So 1/3, 1/3 times pi. So you can just do it as you read it, really. So it's 1 divided by 3 times pi times 5 squared times, and you won't see the naught, it's just below my here. I press that. So 1 divided by 3 times pi times 5 squared times 10, press the equal sign, and we get an answer of 261.79. I'm going to write 262 to the nearest centimetre cubed. Now there's a very good way of working this out, just checking by using an estimate, which I'll come back to in a moment. So we'll do the volume of a sphere. Well, I've got the calculator and the height as well. Now for the sphere, all we need is really a sphere is like a football, so it just has one dimension, its radius. So if you look at a tennis ball, it's much smaller radius than say a football, and so on, but it's just the radius that determines the size and volume of the sphere. So let's suppose we're told that r is 20 centimetres, then our volume will be 4/3 times pi times 20 cubed. Now again, most calculators will have the cube button on them, so do familiarise yourself with that. So we want 4. You can see in the display what I'm typing in. So 4 divided by 3 times pi times 20 cubed. Notice the 3 there, and equals. So we've got 33,510. So I'll write that down, 33,510 centimetres cubed. Now, if you have time in the exam, it's possible to do some estimates to check this. I'll just roll this down so you can see it better. Okay, so let's take this one. How would we estimate quickly to see that we haven't made any mistakes with the calculator? Well, it's 1/3 of pi, that's roughly 3, times 25 times 10. Now the 1/3 and 3 cancel out. 25 times 10 says our answer should be somewhere near 250, it was 262. So that makes me very comfortable that I've done that correctly. Now over to this particular sum. Let's see whether it's a very large answer, so have we done anything wrong here? Let's have a look. So we've got 4 over 3 times pi, so these will cancel out, because that's just over 3, so just for an estimate this will do. So we've got 4 times 20 times 20 times 20, that's what 20 cubed means. So 20 times 20 is 400, 4 times 400 times 20. So we've got 4 times 4 times 2. 4 times 4 is 16, times 2 is 32, and then we've got to put all those noughts on the end. And so our answer should be close to 32,000, and we can see that it is. We've got 33,510. So I'm quite happy that I've typed everything into my calculator correctly, used the calculator properly, and have the right answer.